How excited are you to be repping the USA sweater?
Yeah, I can't wait. I think something that I've been looking forward to, kind of working towards, had in the back of your mind. So when Billy was calling guys and let us know, it was obviously super exciting.
When you see, I see little kids in the stands holding signs with your name on it, is that kind of crazy to see when you were a young boy, dreaming to be a hockey player yourself one day?
Yeah, for sure. I think, I was that kid at one point, I think, banging on the glass and wanting a puck during the warm-ups and stuff like that. So I think, being able to kind of give those kids a little bit of your time and make their day, I think is something that's pretty cool.
Who are the players you looked up to when you were little, and maybe even now that you're playing against now, and you're like, this is crazy?
Yeah, there's so many. I think Crosby was a big one when I was growing up. Just, he was the young guy coming into the league, and how good he was. He was definitely probably my favorite player growing up.
Now you get to play him. Team
Yeah,
Canada, big
exactly.
rivals for sure.
Yeah, exactly.
Do you have pregame rituals, food, music, things you like to do before game time?
Nothing crazy. I have more of a routine than I would say rituals. Just stuff to get ready for the game, but I'm not superstitious or anything like that. So I try, just to stick to kind of my routine and make sure I'm ready to go.
Just a little stitious?
Just a little stitious.
Just a little stitious. You played. Thank you. Oh, did I already ask you what shows you're binging? Are you watching any shows?
I'm watching Homeland right now.
Oh.
Yeah, I never saw that, so my friend told me about it, and now I started watching. It's been pretty good.
Anything else you do in free time, like play Switch or any games?
No, I'm not a video game guy or anything like that. So summertime, I love to golf and be outside, but wintertime, I like the couch and the TV.
Quinn said he was reading a book for his free time. Do you read books, play board games? Is it a favorite board game your family plays?
No, not really. We weren't a big board game family growing up, but I don't read too much. I do the audio books. It's a little bit easier for me, but no, like I said, I like to take it easy, spend time with friends and family when they come and visit, and teammates and stuff like that in our off time.
So this isn't your first international play. You did 4 nations,
Yep.
World Juniors, right?
Mm-hmm.
So this is your first Olympics, though. How are you going to bring your experience from that level of play to this world stage?
Yeah, I think I've played in a lot of different events for Team USA, and I think the pride and what it feels like to be able to wear the jersey and what the games are like, I think is the biggest thing. Showing up there to 4 Nations last year and seeing all the players there, guys that you look up to and think so highly of, and seeing what guys were willing to do and different roles they were willing to play just to win. I mean, you have guys that score 80, 90, 100 points in the NHL, and their main goal is being a penalty killer and blocking shots and dumping pucks in and forechecking. I think having that commitment from everyone and that willingness to kind of step up and do what's needed, I think, is what makes kind of our team so special.
What's it going to be like shooting against Gus Bus and playing against some of your teammates that are playing for other countries?
Yeah, it's definitely a little weird, I think. When we played Sweden at 4 Nations, Gus didn't play, so wasn't able to play him there. But I think it's pretty cool. I think him and Eki and Wally and all those guys, it's super special for all of us to be able to kind of be in that same situation together, representing our country. But yeah, it's definitely weird when you're playing against them.
If you weren't a professional hockey player and an Olympian, what would you be doing with what's your 9-to-5 job?
Oh, I have absolutely no idea. I want to be a hockey player my whole life, so that was always the goal, and my brain never really went anywhere else to think of what else I'd do.
Fascinating. That's what Quinn said too.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, that's your brain is focused on one thing and one thing only.
Yeah,
I like
exactly.
that. Any plans besides when you're in Italy? Is your whole family going out? Parents? Yeah. Everyone's going to be there?
We got the whole crew. Yeah, we got lots of people there.
How is your mom and dad going to react? What's seeing you out there with the USA jersey?
Yeah, I think they're obviously super excited and super proud. Like I said, I've played in other events, so I think obviously not on this level. It's super exciting, but I think, yeah, super excited. They've been talking nonstop about their plans and stuff that they have kind of on their schedule while they're there and kind of killing free time. So I'm really happy for them to kind of be able to go over there and have that experience too.
First food item you're going to try?
Pasta's probably my favorite thing, so I'm looking forward to this trip.
You said you've never been to Italy. What are you looking forward to with your first Olympic Games?
I don't know. Like I haven't really thought about. I've had so much going on here with getting traded and trying to get acclimated here and playing good hockey. So I haven't really thought about Milan too much. But as it gets closer, obviously, I'm starting to get excited about the hockey and playing with my brother and some of my close friends. But I haven't thought too much about the village or what it's going to be like or what I'm going to enjoy and whatnot.
The opening ceremony, you're not going to be at, or
no,
you
we're
are?
going to miss. I think a couple of guys are going to go though.
That's a bummer.
Yeah.
But you get your outfit and a closing ceremony, perhaps?
Yeah, I think if we're lucky and we're in the gold medal game, I think the closing ceremony is during the gold medal game.
Oh.
I'm pretty sure. So.
Do you have, because you're new to Minnesota, people are still getting to know you, do you have pregame rituals, certain music you listen to, any food you eat?
No, I don't really listen to music too much. Some people would probably think that's crazy. But I don't know, I like to get a nap in, like an hour or 2 hours in. I like to read, but I don't read on game days. I feel like that's bad luck for whatever reason, and that's pretty much it.
Interesting superstition. What are you reading?
Right now, I think it's Red Notice. Have you heard of it?
No.
Is
it good?
Whatever. Yeah, it's fine.
It's a fiction?
No, it's a true story about an investment guy, and he went to Russia for, I don't know. I'm like 15 pages in, so.
Okay, so to be determined on
you
how
can search it up. It's apparently it's a really good read. I've been advised by a couple different people to read it. So
you read. Do you watch shows? Are you binging anything right now?
No, I don't really have any shows that I'm watching. I'm always looking for one though, but nothing right now.
Okay. You talked about playing with your brother. It was so fun to see you and you play against both brothers. What is that like for you? That's got to be crazy.
Yeah, it is. It's a pretty cool day, and it's been a couple years since we've been able to do that with injuries. So it was awesome, and the game wasn't great. Obviously, losing 5-1, but pretty special for me and my brothers to be out there together, and something I always remember and look forward to. And then, as far as playing with Jack at the Olympics, that's going to be really crazy.
That is going to be crazy. Your other brother, obviously disappointed he's not on the team, but there's the future for that, right?
Yeah. I mean, he's 22, so he's doing great. He's playing great, and if he stays on the yellow brick road, I think he should be there in 4 years.
Are your parents, so you and your brother are going to be representing Team USA together for the first time. Is the whole family going over there?
My parents are. My brother Luke, he's probably going to find a beach somewhere with the 3-week break. But me and Jack will be there. My parents will be there. My mom's actually working for USA Hockey, the women's team. She's been working for them for 3 years now, I think. So she's got that going on, and they're obviously trying to win gold too. So
that's going to be amazing over there.
Yeah.
Anything you guys are going to do as a family while you're over there?
I don't think so. I mean, I'm sure we will, catch a dinner or maybe walk around the city, but I think right now everyone's focused on, just winning gold. I think you have 2 weeks there. That's all it is. So you really try to dial in on that and then take advantage of everything you can.
Hockey's like in your blood. If your mom's helping the women's team, how long have you guys been a hockey family, your whole life?
Yeah, probably. I mean, they preached trying different sports and doing different things. They never wanted us to be, really centered on one thing. They want us to try other things and meet new people. And I think their message, growing up was just whatever you're doing, work hard. And if we're driving you around and we're putting our time in, just make sure you're doing your best.
I love that. So you kind of were talking about a little bit ago, you got traded midseason. It's been incredibly busy. How have you been doing with everything? Moving to a new city?
I think it's been great. I mean, obviously the first week or two is a little bit of an adjustment, and it was nice that I kind of had 10 days and then Christmas break. I had 3 days there to reset. But the guys are great. Team's great. Trainers, staff is awesome. The city's been great so far, and really enjoying playing in front of the home crowd. But yeah, I'm just really enjoying the hockey part. We got a really good team.
Have you done Minnesota things yet, like tried a Juicy Lucy burger or a hot dish?
No, I haven't. I haven't even heard of that, a Juicy Lucy.
You haven't? Am I the first to tell you about it?
Yeah, you are.
It's a burger with cheese stuffed in the middle, and it comes out like oozing lava. It's delicious.
Wow.
Okay. Matt's Bar place. I'll buy you one if you ever want to go. Okay, so if you weren't an Olympic athlete, a professional athlete, what would your day job be? What's your 9 to 5?
I don't know. I get asked that all the time, but I don't really care. Like, that's not the reality, so I have no idea.
Okay, that's
It's
a true, honest
It's
answer.
so
not
hypothetical that it's like, who cares?
Right. Okay. Then we already asked about your brother, how your family's reacting. Oh, playing other teammates. Is that going to be weird? Are you like shooting against Gus Bus?
Yeah, I mean, I've only been here 6 weeks, so I'm just starting to get to really know the guys, and they've all been great. It'll probably be a little bit strange, but it's not like I've been here 7 years. I think it'll be competitive, and they'll probably act like they don't know me, and vice versa, just because I think when you get, with your country, it's all about representing your country, and I know how competitive the guys are here, the Swedish guys, just from watching them. So they'll be ready to go for sure.
Who's the competition? Canada, Sweden?
I think everyone, it's the Olympics. It's so tough, and I think we got a great team and a really good chance to win, but we're gonna have to be, well prepared.
And I have to ask about the Olympic ice and the Olympic stadium size. That's been making all the headlines. Like, it's not ready yet. What are your thoughts on all that?
I mean, I'm seeing everything you're seeing probably, and there's different reports, and you really don't know what's true and what's not true. I mean, it's the Olympics. I'm sure they'll have it, ready to go for us, and it'll be great. And even if it's not, it's 2 weeks, and we'll make the best of it and try to do the best we can and win gold. That's really it.
Awesome. Anything the guys chirping you on the Minnesota Wild about?
You'll have to ask
you?
Bolds and Fabes that.
Okay.
But yeah, they've been great so far.
Have you been to Italy?
No.
No, this is your first time?
First time in Italy, yeah.
Okay.
It'll be good.
Are you excited?
Yeah, very.
You already hate cannolis.
I don't like cannolis, yeah. So I wouldn't say I hate them, but they wouldn't be my my dessert of choice.
Tiramisu?
Yes. That's more my speed for sure.
Okay, family lives in Maple Grove, still hometown boy. Are they excited, and are they all going to be in Italy with you?
They will all be there, yes. So their first times in Italy too, so it'll be fun.
It's unfortunate. I heard you guys aren't going to make it to the opening ceremony. Is that right?
Correct. Yeah, we fly. I think we get there a day or two after that. So that's unfortunate, but it is what it is.
You still get the Ralph Lauren swag. And
Yeah, as long as you get that. That's I don't know if I'll wear it anywhere, but just to have, it'll be pretty
just
cool.
in Maple Grove,
Yeah,
like
it'll just hang
rocking the.
That's the same as all of our outfits for the last one.
Yeah.
It's sitting back home in Maple Grove in my bedroom still, so it's great.
Is it in like a glass case or?
No, it's just in my closet.
Okay.
Just in my closet. So.
Very cool. I'm curious. I asked all the other guys this. Do you have pregame rituals? People like to know that kind of stuff, like music, food, that you always have to eat the same type of pasta or something.
I'm not too picky. Yeah, I mean, my pregame meal's always pretty much the same. Just chicken and pasta and a salad, and then other than that, it's like the warm-up routines and everything are nothing crazy. Like, it's all pretty. I do the same thing every game, but it's nothing that's worthwhile talking about, like warm-ups and taping sticks and stuff. It's just what everyone does, so nothing crazy.
Anything in the earbud, like listen to music?
No.
No. Okay, quiet. What shows are you binging right now?
I just watched His and Hers. It's a new one on, I think that's what it's called. It's on Netflix. I just watched that one. It was pretty good, but I'm not a huge show watcher. I loved Peaky Blinders. That's probably my favorite show ever. Breaking Bad I really liked. Those are the two, and then other than that, like, I haven't seen a whole bunch of shows. Those are kind of the big two that I've seen. So.
Can you do the Peaky Blinders? I can't do the accent at all.
I can't
No?
either, and I won't even try.
He's been trying to get me to watch Peaky Blinders.
It's the best.
Okay, all right, I'll watch it.
It's the absolute best. I just actually rewatched season 4 of that because it's the greatest season, I think, in TV show history.
Did you see
In
that
history of television?
In my
And
opinion.
you're okay. Wow.
they're coming out with a
Movie. Oh yeah, I'm all over it. I got it all. There was rumors of a ton of different stuff, like if there was another season, but it's confirmed now, official movie. So.
I do hate that they do that just to speed up it, just to tie it in a bow, wrap
I
up
know.
the thing. It's just, they've been doing that lately. They just come out with a movie.
Exactly, just to kind of make people happy, but at the same time, they're just kind of taking the easy route, I think. But whatever.
All right, Peaky Blinder. I'll watch it.
I'll go back.
All right.
behind the camera.
Yeah.
Our fourth wall. Put up the fourth wall. Okay, so ironically, the youngest guy on this group of going to the Olympics, but you've been before. This is not your
Yeah, it's
first
weird.
rodeo. Isn't that kind of wild? So you can give him advice.
Yeah.
You were the captain before. How is this going to be different for you personally?
Yeah, I mean, I think it will be a lot different. It's obviously COVID's not a thing anymore, so I think that will definitely make the experience, I think, a little better. It was not many fans there and very, very strict policies, obviously, because it was really in the heart of all that stuff. So, yeah, I think it'll be a completely new experience for me too. It's definitely my second time, but it feels like the first, I think. So.
Yeah, because your family didn't get to go during that time.
Yeah, no
either.
family,
one
no
did.
nothing.
Okay,
So it
that's
was
a big deal.
Yeah, it was a crazy time, and obviously in Beijing we didn't get to like go out of the village, so it was kind of just room to practice or room to game, and that's it. That's really all you did. You couldn't leave much, so this will be a lot different, I think.
Okay, and you'll be playing with fellow NHLers versus it was collegiate, a lot of
Correct,
collegiate guys
yeah.
last time. Who are you looking forward to playing? I mean, some of your idols that you play against now in the NHL are going to be playing. I'm assuming Team Canada, maybe Sweden. I don't know.
Yeah, all those guys. I mean, obviously there's a lot of Team Sweden players on our team now. So here with the Wild, so that's always fun. And then yeah, the rivalries of Canada and any team. It's when you're playing for your country and you're playing against another country, just the pride that's felt on both sides. It makes it for fun, exciting hockey games, and definitely playoff-like hockey games. So.
Do you chirp like Sweden guys on your team right now? Are you guys like already getting into that spirit, or still focused on?
No, more so. I think I'll wait to say anything. I think I don't want to eat my words when I'm over there or jinx myself. So, or our team. So, hopefully beat them and then have a few words with them after. But yeah, nothing right now.
Okay. You're gonna be playing with GM and head coach in different facets. What's that gonna be like for you?
Yeah, I mean it's great. It's really cool. I'm obviously thankful that Billy picked me, and I think for Heinze too, it's he won't be the head coach, so a little different. Assistant coaches, he's in the locker room more. He's hanging out with the guys a little bit more. So it'll be great.
And then the big story coming out of the Olympics is the stadium's not ready. The ice might be soft. What are your thoughts on all that?
Yeah, I mean it's if it gets done, it's everyone's, even if it's bad ice, it's their guys are playing with bad ice too. So it's just all part of it. Everyone's playing on a level playing field. So you won't hear me complaining.
Okay, even on the rink size, I know isn't like European style.
Yeah, I don't
size.
know. It's a little smaller. I don't think it'll make too much of a difference. And like I said, the other team is playing the same game. So.
Okay. Anything else you're looking forward to?
It's just playing. That's it. Just excited to get over there and get situated and get the tourney started. So it'll be good.
I did ask this to the other guys. If you weren't a professional athlete or an Olympian, what would your 9 to 5 be? What's your day job?
I mean, can it be hockey related or
Whatever. Like growing up, when everyone's like, "I want to be an astronaut."
Yeah, I
what
wanted
was
to
your
be.
thing?
I wanted to be probably a football player when I was a kid. I wanted to be a football player. My dream job would probably be to be good at golf, play on the PGA Tour maybe. I don't know, and then something within hockey, maybe a coach or. I haven't thought about it too much. I always this was kind of the one and only thing that I wanted to do, and thankfully I'm doing it. So
That's the same answer from everybody. I
Yeah.
love that. That's
Yeah.
good. It means you're focused.
yeah, I guess so. It was just because growing up in Minnesota, there's outdoor rinks, and you just learn to love this game at such a young age, especially here. So fell in love with it and never looked back.
Okay, last question. If you weren't doing hockey for an Olympic sport, what would be the winter Olympic sport you'd want to try and do? Like the skeleton looks crazy, the
Yeah.
luge, bobsled.
Yeah, I think bobsledding. It would be scary, I think, but I would like to try. I don't think I'd be any good, but that would be probably. I think if I started that at a young age, that'd probably be my best shot to make it as an Olympian. Bobsledding, I think. Yeah, I don't know. I think that would be fun.
I lied. I do have one more question because we're doing this thing like thank you, coach. Do you have any coaches like growing up locally that you would want to thank, like that helped shape who you are?
Yeah, my dad's obviously was a good coach of mine, and a good dad. Obviously, my mom and dad were like my coaches growing up. But on ice, I think Curtis Janicki, his name is. He gets a lot. I mean, I talk about him every time someone brings up a coach. But grew up family friends, and he was my coach pretty much all the way up. He was definitely one of, if not the best coach I had. So grateful, always thankful and grateful, and we'll always shout him out whenever someone asks about my favorite coach. So.
What made them good coaches, like your parents and?
Yeah, I think he coached us the right way from a young age. I think we had such a tight group, an unselfish group, a group that wanted to win and cared about winning a lot. And that was always the number one priority. And I think, when you're a young age, I think it's easy, for your past to, maybe go left or right. But he kept us focused on the thing that matters all the time. And I think, and he pushed us hard, and it made us all better. It made us all better people. The guys that are playing hockey still, definitely, he's a huge part of that, and everyone else that isn't, he made a huge impact on their lives off the ice too, just by all the lessons, all the early morning practices, all the bag skates. It means something, and you learn a lot about yourself as a person. So yeah, big shout out to Curtis.
I go back to just the kindness of the Lord and the purpose that He has for my life, and I know that hockey is just a tool that I get to use as, again, a platform to glorify Him.
Can you make sense of how a kid from Erie, Colorado has lasted this long in the NHL?
I mean, that's just the kindness of God, honestly. We grew up in a small town, and we had to drive, whether it was here in Westminster, whether it was down to Lowry Air Force Base, or I remember going all the way to the Springs once a week for practices when it was my first year with the T-Birds, and so travel all around the state playing hockey. But yeah, I guess Erie's the hometown and not really a hockey town at all. So no, it's fun. It's fun, and I'm thankful to be a part of it. Not many people know about Erie, Colorado, so.
How much pride does that give you?
I guess a little bit. I guess it's just a city, right? And so, but it is cool. It's fun being from Colorado and being able to represent the state and I guess the city of Erie. My love for hockey, I think, kind of started right as soon as I could skate. I mean, my older brother played, my older sister played, so I kind of grew up at the rink. I think I was on skates by the age of 2, on a team by the age of 3, and so I just always grew up playing hockey. And whether it was hockey here, hockey at home, mini sticks, whatever it was, there was so much hockey in my life. And then we have my 2 little brothers who played hockey, and one of them still playing, and so we were just kind of a hockey family. And so I loved hockey ever since I can remember playing. Neither of my parents ever played hockey. My dad played a little bit of pond hockey growing up. My older brother was playing roller hockey when he was like 6, 7 years old, and watched the Mighty Ducks and wanted to try ice hockey, and so my parents got him on the skates, and his sister followed suit, then me, and then both my little brothers. So it was just always something that we played, but yeah, neither of my parents ever played hockey growing up.
Do you ever say to yourself, how did I ever get to the NHL?
Oh, absolutely, all the time. But again, I go back to just the kindness of the Lord and the purpose that He has for my life, and I know that hockey is just a tool that I get to use as again a platform to glorify Him and shine the light that He's given me to shine. And I mean, there's one guy on my team a couple years ago who became a Christian, and me and my wife got to disciple him and his wife. And my wife and I always talk about it as just like, if I never win the cup, but that one guy came to know the Lord in my NHL career, like that's a successful career to me. And so just being able to have that mindset about it is great.
Do you have a favorite verse that you tough times always go back to?
Yeah, so I go to Galatians 1:10, and it says, "For am I now seeking the approval of man or of God, or am I trying to please man? If I were still trying to please man, I would not be a servant of Christ." And God gave me that verse, honestly, my rookie year training camp, right before my first preseason game ever. I found that verse, and that's been my verse throughout my whole career, because it just reminds me of my purpose of it's not to impress man, it's not to impress coaches or players or management or anybody. It's just solely just to be a servant of Christ and to glorify Him in everything I do. So humbles me, it keeps me grounded in what my purpose is in playing the game of hockey. I think one of the biggest influences of my hockey career is actually here at Highland Hills. His name's Tyson Davis. He was my coach for I don't know how many years growing up. And he was always there for me. Still shoots me texts every once in a while, and I see him when we come back here to Colorado to visit during the summertime. He's an awesome coach, loves the game of hockey. I think I was 10, 11 years old, and I was playing goalie and player at the time. So I was taking up 2 spots on the roster, and he told me I had to pick one year. He's like, you can't play both anymore, you got to pick one. I told him I want to play center. He said, absolutely not. And so he's like, you're not doing that. I was like, all right, I'll play defenseman. So I guess I can owe it to him for being a great defenseman now. And but then honestly, also my family, my sister was a great influence on my life. She was a defenseman. She was 2 years older than me, so I was watching her play a lot. And she was such a smart player when she played. And so yeah, there's a couple different people that I think about when it comes to just big influences on my life with my career.
She played in college?
She did. She played at North Dakota for 4 years. Yep, yeah, she was there. And so had she not had some knee injuries, there's a good chance she probably would have been on the Olympic team for the women's, but just injuries bugged her down.
How did the Four Nations crank it up for USA Hockey?
Oh, I think you just see so many people who never watched a game of hockey in their life get to experience a game, and not only a game, but something that was, I mean, even as a player, that first game against Canada, sitting on the bench with 3 fights in the first, 9 seconds, it was absolutely crazy. And so I can only imagine as a fan how fun that was to watch, and that's all you hear about was how fun it was to watch. And so I think for just the average fan, it was a great experience for them to watch and be a part of. And as a player, it was awesome. It was the best hockey experience I've ever had. And obviously, anytime you get a chance to represent your country, you do it with a smile on your face and full effort. And so it was so much fun. I mean, I think for any of us out there, it's probably the best caliber of hockey any of us have ever played. I mean, the way the games move. Obviously, there's some of those guys who have played in international hockey before, but for a lot of us, it's the first experience we've had at the NHL level. And so it was something that was so special. Anytime you're out on the ice, you know you're going against one of the best players in the world. And so from the skill level to the intensity to the pace of the game to the crispness of the game, it was just everything was bang bang, and it was just fun to play in. And then the atmospheres itself. I mean, that game in Canada against Canada, probably the coolest atmosphere I've ever been a part of. And so it was just awesome. Those tournaments are so short, and so you, even just from like leading up to, I was like, what systems are we going to play? How's the chemistry going to be with guys? And when everyone's that good of a player, the chemistry kind of clicks in really fast, right? But then from the systems standpoint, they just kind of a small structure to it, but then it's just go out and play. So that was pretty cool to learn and be a part of. But then, yeah, it's just the international play is something else. And I know moving forward, I think all international play is on NHL sheet, which I'm thankful for, because the Olympic sheet, I can't imagine trying to defend the likes of McKinnon and McDavid on an Olympic sheet.
You're thinking about that.
Oh, I don't have to. So it's on the NHL sheet, so we're good. But with the Olympic sheet and them having so much time and space, I'd be a whole nother task.
What would it mean to you to be named to the United States Olympic team?
Yeah, I mean, it'd be an honor. Obviously, I think it'd be, and kind of what my mindset was with going into Four Nations is just, it's a bigger platform to glorify God on. I mean, it's an awesome opportunity to showcase the abilities He's given me for His glory to I guess, internet, like everyone, and so everyone that's watching. So that would be super cool. And then obviously, as a kid, you grew up watching the movie Miracle and the Olympic Games and everything like that. And so any kid dreams of, American kid, I should say, dreams of one day putting on that sweater and being able to represent the country in the Olympics. And so that would just be so cool. Even from the grassroots level, everyone, like young kids, are going to want to grow up playing the game of hockey. And obviously, the more kids playing hockey, hopefully the better the standard of skill just continues to rise. And so that's a huge thing for obviously hockey in the States, but also for kids in the States to see people, players. I mean, even I mean, growing up watching you felt like those guys representing the 1980 team were so old, like as a kid, but they were just college kids. And so it's just to realize it's just a bunch of kids living out their dream, I think helps kids want to do it. That game, even at Four Nations, the championship game was right down to the wire, right? And so you one bounce here, one bounce there. We could have had that thing. We could have been lifting that trophy at the end or having the medals. And so the Olympic gold, obviously, I think is going to be a little different, a little bit more intense. I think it's a little bit bigger of a bar than Four Nations was. A little bit bigger platform. So, but I think at the end of the day, it still comes down to winning one game at a time, and obviously everyone playing their best at the right moments. That was my first taste at that U.S.-Canada rivalry, and again, that first game against Canada, just 3 fights right into it, big hits all over the game. And so you get into it, and I mean, obviously we all love to be competitive. We're all hockey players. We love the intensity, and so that game definitely made it real for me, and just how I use the word intense, but how intense it was, right? And so it was crazy. Every shift you're going out there, and I'm not the most physical player, but out there it felt like I had to be, and so it was something else.
What does your country and the flag mean to you?
I would say there's a lot that goes into that. Obviously, the people that have sacrificed for this country to get to where it's at. I mean, all the great people that have served, whether that's in government or in military. I mean, it's unbelievable, the sacrifices that they've made to allow us to have the life that we do over here. But then personally, it's just an amazing country to live in and have the freedom, even of our beliefs, right? Being able to believe, anyone can believe what they want to believe, and especially for me as a Christian, it's great to be able to worship God in public and be able to have that freedom to do so. I think we're known as one of the greatest nations on earth, and so being able to represent that is awesome, and is amazing to have that next to your name. And you see it, and you're excited about it. You're excited to represent the country, and again, everyone that's fought for the flag and sacrificed their life for the flag is pretty special. And when you're putting on that sweater, or you see that next to your name, you know that's a big part of what you're representing.
I think the game of hockey is growing at the grassroots level, I think kind of all over, and you're starting to see it in different areas.
You got a lot on your plate because you play for the Avs, but you got an Olympics coming up.
Yeah, it's exciting. I mean, yeah, obviously first and foremost focus is here in Colorado and just the NHL season, but exciting year, NHL players being allowed back in the Olympic Games, and I think everyone's excited for that to kind of showcase everyone on the global stage. And fortunate to be a part of Team USA and go over there and represent our country, and looking forward to an unbelievable experience and time in Italy. Kind of crazy. I mean, we're going to have a great representation of the team here, which is, I think, just speaks to the volumes of how good our group is here, as it shows in the regular season here in the year we're having. A lot of success, and a lot of guys, rightfully so, being chosen for their country to go over there and represent them, and it'll be fun to kind of see them over there and kind of experience it, even though we'll run into each other and be foes on the ice. But make a lot of memories and stories for a lifetime. You throw it out for a bit, for a couple weeks. I mean, I'm sure we'll check in and just kind of see how everyone's experience is going and families and whatnot, and we'll be bumping into each other in passing. But yeah, I think everyone's able to kind of turn it off as competitors and representing something a little bit different, a little bit bigger in our countries, and everyone's going to go over there with the intention of wanting to win and wanting to take each other down. So we'll put the camaraderie on hold for a bit and then pick it back up after. And I think hockey's great at that. I think a lot of guys have played against each other with guys before, and able to kind of just switch it off for a bit and just go out there and compete and play hockey and enjoy the game. The U.S.-Canada rivalry, I think we saw it on the forefront last year, Four Nations, and how awesome that experience was. And two great cities to host that event. It turned out great. The viewership was unbelievable. The games were incredible. The atmosphere was electric, and I think just two prideful countries that want to be the top of the hockey sport and want to say that they're the best in the world. So I think it's a never-ending battle between those two to have bragging rights. I mean, the time is now. I think there's never been a better opportunity. The group that we have, the depth that we have, is incredible. So just everyone kind of pulling on the rope together, get good team camaraderie right away. And I think everyone's pretty familiar with one another from Four Nations and the group that we had there, and kind of felt how special it was and the opportunity that we have to kind of set ourselves up to be role models and make a memory that will last a lifetime for a lot of people. I mean, I hope it's just going to be an awesome experience for families, for myself, to enjoy it. And then I think, like I said, just the opportunity to go out there and leave your mark on the sport in history. I think the U.S. has only won the gold twice, so to have the opportunity we have now to kind of repeat that, bring gold back, I think is what everyone's chasing for us in our locker room. I think the game of hockey is growing at the grassroots level, I think kind of all over, and you're starting to see it in different areas. Maybe say like Florida, I think the Panthers and the Lightning have done a great job. Obviously they're two of the top teams in the league, and I think the fan base is growing there. And I mean, you have places like back home for me in Minnesota, it's just hockey's a way of life. Michigan, Massachusetts, you're starting to see a few guys come from California or down south a little bit, and I think the sport is kind of picking up traction and becoming a little bit more accessible for more, and I think you're starting to see that now in terms of player development, the skill, the talent level. The guys are coming into the league now at 18, 19, 20 from kind of all over the country, which is pretty incredible. For me, I'm fortunate to grow up in a great hockey family. My uncle, my grandfather, great uncles wore the USA jersey in the Olympics, so it's special to kind of share that and kind of live this experience with my grandpa, my mom, my wife, my kids, all of my support system, who support me all the time, and to represent something as big as your country, I mean, that's as good as it gets. My grandfather played, actually, my uncle was on the 80 team, Dave Christian was on the 80 team, and my grandfather was Bill Christian on the 60 team. They both won gold. And then my grandpa's two brothers, Roger was on the 60 team who won gold, and then his other brother Gordon was on 56. They won silver.
Yeah, the 56 Cortina
games, yeah. So
that guy that's got a hockey stick that was signed by all the players on that team.
Gordon would be on there, yeah. Gordon, great uncle. Yeah, I mean, Christian Brothers Hockey Sticks was in Warroad. It was started by my grandfather, his brother, and then one other guy. So hockey back home was just a way of life for me, and just, my grandfather was obviously just always grandpa to me, but a great role model and mentor, and now he's my biggest fan and supports me all the time.
What kind of stories did they tell you representing the United States for both of them?
I mean, I wouldn't say there's too many stories about what it meant to represent. I think it's just to see the legacy and the impact they had on the game, and to now growing up and having known that the U.S. has only won 2 medals and they were both a part of it. I mean, it's pretty special. And like I said, they were both always just role models to me and mentors, and never viewed them as anything different until I was old enough to understand the impact, and especially for the 80 team with how important that was at the time for the U.S. and just all the tensions there, and taking college kids over and kind of taking down, the Russians was a huge, nearly impossible feat, people were saying. So to be able to kind of share that now, even when I've wore USA for World Juniors or World Championships, it's extremely special to kind of have them, because I know they're still following and keeping tabs and knowing what they've done to try and follow that up.
Do you feel like you want to keep the family tree of getting a medal at the Olympics?
I do my best, for sure, yeah. I mean, I'm just grateful for the opportunity to be here, being able to represent the country. Even whether it be, like I said, World Championships, we won a medal, World Championships, that was extremely cool. And Obviously, this is a little bit different, a little bit bigger, so yeah, it'd be special.
Anything you're looking forward to at the Olympics? Yeah.
I mean, just the memories I think that we'll make over there with the kids, my wife, whoever's able to make it from the family to kind of go over there and experience it. I mean, Olympics has always kind of just been a dream, so to kind of be living it now is pretty crazy, and yeah, just looking forward to kind of the whole experience of it and everything and the buzz.
You're coming off a great couple weeks here. What did the Four Nations do impact-wise for USA Hockey?
Well, I mean, I think for USA Hockey alone, it did a lot. I think the popularity of that tournament was incredible. The attention that the games got, especially the US-Canada games, there just seemed to be a lot going on, a lot of pride. So I think in general for hockey in the United States, it did quite a bit.
Describe the rivalry between Canada and US as it sits today.
You know what? It's been so long since we've had best on best, with all the countries. And Canada and US it's a big rivalry. It's a matter of pride. And we take it seriously, both teams do. And I just think what just happened at the Four Nations tournament just kind of reignited it, and there's nothing better.
Do you anticipate having a growing pool of players for the upcoming Olympics?
I hope so. It's important. You know what? I know the World Championships is a long commitment, but it's important. And we need to start having better representation from our higher end players at that tournament. You know, the excuses that I get are frankly not good enough. And I look at other countries and their high end players go, and ours don't. And it's important. It's important for us to start winning some of these international tournaments, and we need our best players. We need them. We got a good look under the hood of what we have for in the Four Nations tournament. I think we need to build off of what we just went through, and like I've said it before, we have a great team. We do. We have great players. We have great chemistry. The guys came together quickly, like we needed them to. We just need to somehow will ourselves over the hump.
One guy we have a big interest in is Jaccob Slavin.
Yeah.
And what a tournament he had. It's a cornerstone on the blue line for you. Did it catch you by surprise that he is a fixture now?
No, you know what? I think everybody in the league knows that he's a high-end defensive defenseman. But he just brought his game to a different level. And I think, he plays in a non-traditional hockey market, and sometimes you can be a little hidden down there. But I think this was a bit of a realization of how good he really is, and how lucky we are to have him.
You incorporated such a good job of incorporating the 1980 team. And that gets people in their patriotic feels. How important is it for you to connect some of that history and that legacy into your program as you go and take on the Olympics?
Yeah, I think it's really important, and that was the idea, is to connect the generations. And, in anything successful, in anything that's been built, like USA Hockey, like where we are today with all our great players, there are people that came before us and laid the groundwork. And I felt it was important for the current players to be connected with the guys from the past that laid that path. And I didn't know how it was going to go over. I didn't know how the connection was going to be, but it was instantaneous. And the current players totally gravitated to those guys. They grew, I mean, you know, it's funny. They grew up watching Miracle, not the game, but the movie. So they are connected in a way. And I just felt it was important for them to be connected with our history.
What are you most proud of?
Being able to represent my country. I think I'm proud to be a part of this. Proud to be American. Proud to be an American hockey player, and I'm proud of the guys that we've assembled and the way that they've acted and played together as a team.
Locked and loaded?
Hey, what do you got on the finger going on there?
My wife's nickname. I hate wearing it in the ring. I tried so hard.
Couldn't do it.
Well, for hockey, we take like 3-4 showers a day. And putting your gear on, taking your gear off. And so it was just, I was just like constantly, I was forgetting it everywhere. And I told her, I was like, hey, I can't wear this anymore.
Okay.
I think it's unbelievable. It's the best on best, right? And so you need the NHL guys there. And I'm 100% behind the guys that represented us when we couldn't be there. I got some friends that played on those teams, but it's a best on best tournament. And maybe I'm more excited for this phenomenal generation of American-born hockey players that I believe was winning gold medals at the U18 level, World Junior level, right? And now they're at the NHL level, not only at the NHL level, but they're excelling. They're in the tops of the league, and they haven't got to represent their country. They haven't got to, you know, get the tattoo of the rings, you know, if you stay on the tattoo subject, and they're good. And so I think this is going to be a very exciting Olympics. When it comes to Olympic hockey, it's almost, in a way, it's like a David and Goliath, because Canada's been so good, and we haven't been able to keep up with their skill level. They've had all the top players, it seems like, and now finally, it seems like the U.S. is there. On paper, I think we're there, and I don't think you can deny the hunger. If anyone watched the Four Nations, like this, these American kids they're ready to rock, and so it's going to be so good for USA hockey and the country in general to have the hockey team right there and come in as what I think should be one of the favorites. I was always one that really admired the people that came before me, and if you think about these kids, they got to grow up watching Patrick Kane, who maybe played a little bit different than USA players before him, right? The work ethic of Zach Parise, Jonathan Quick, how unbelievable a goaltender he was, 2 or 3 cups, I think. So these kids now have grown up watching these players like we watched the Madanos and the Roenics before, but now they have access to YouTube and social media, and they actually get to watch every little move. And these kids are coming to the league so much better than we were. Like, it's not even close. There's like 18-year-olds in the league right now that are dominating. So I was still like asking my mom for money and trying to find my way to class at 18. And so this generation is it's so important that they're going to be able to play in this Olympics and to represent our country. I think the U.S. and the fan base and the country as a whole is going to be very proud of them.